Okay, so this is a question on vectors. Vectors is about journeys from one position to another. So if we look at this, we're going from A to B. So the journey from A to B is, well, we only know things about A to O and O to B. So we can't go directly from A to B. So we'll have to go from A to O, plus we'll have to then follow that by O to B. The arrow's telling us the direction we're going in. Now when we look at the journey from A to O, it's going in the different direction to the way the arrow is. So that's going to be a negative A. Then we're going from O to B, well, we're following the direction of the arrow, so it's going to be a positive B. Now for vectors, we really don't like having a minus sign, a negative sign at the front of the expression, so we tend to write this best as B minus A. So the final answer would be B minus A. But if you'd left your answer as this, then that would be fine as well. Now the second part of the question wants us to do the journey from O to P. So we know that means that we're going to go from O to P. So we're following in that direction. So basically, what information have we been given? Well, we've been given the ratio of the two lines. Well, we found that the vector from A to B was B minus A, and they've told us the ratio is 2 to 1. So that means we're working with thirds. 2 plus 1 is 3. So from A to P, we know it's going to be 2/3 of the vector. Because the vector was going B minus A, then it's going to be 2/3 of B minus A, and this is going to be 1/3 of B minus A. Well, now we can look at how we get from, well, the journey we need is O to P. So we can either go O to B and then up here, or we can go O to A and then down here. I'm going to go OA and then AP because it keeps everything going in the positive direction rather than going against where we'd go with this way. So if we write down the journey we're doing then, so O to P, we're going from O to A, and then we're going to add on A to P. Well, O to A, we can see from the original drawing, is vector A. And then A to P, well, we've worked out that that's 2/3 of B minus A. Now here we've got to be really careful because that's not the final answer yet, because the question said give the answer in simplest form. So that means we're going to have to multiply the bracket. So here we've got 2/3 times B, 2/3 times minus A. So that's going to be minus 2/3 of A. Still not quite in simplest form. We've got to recognise we've got an A, take away 2/3 of A, which is going to be 1/3 of A left, plus 2/3 of B. That would be okay as a final answer, but we can see that we've got a common factor, so we could rewrite this as 3 brackets A. No, we can't. The common factor is 1/3, so 1/3 of A plus 2B. So we get 1/3 of A plus 2B.